So I'm a big movie goer. I'm a big movie fan. I should say I don't go to as many movies as I used to. Um, in my younger days, anytime a new movie came out, you can almost guarantee opening night after work. Because I used to work till years ago. My work hours are much different than they are now. Now I'm a 9 to 5 guy. Back in the day when I owned my own business, I worked till sometimes 11, 12 at night. But you can rest assured on a Friday night when a new movie came out, I was there. I was sitting in the thing in the theater. I loved going. I had a passion for going to movies on opening day, being in a crowd. Hearing the noise of the crowd. Especially those days, there was no high definition TV, so you had more moviegoers back then. No internet to spoil it. Where you could get a pirated version on the internet. All this kind of good stuff. But as time goes by, I'm still a big movie fan, but I don't get to the movies nowhere near like I used to. But I still have a passion for the movies. I love sci-fi, action, anything like that. I mean, I like all kinds of movies. I grew up watching black and white movies on Channel 5 when I was younger, when there was no cable TV, or when cable came out, only the higher income people had it, or it was only in certain areas. So I'd be watching, like, in my area, it would be Channel 5 was an old channel. Now Channel 5 is Fox 5, whatever, but it was back in the days, pre Fox 5. And I used to watch the old movies with, Frank Sinatra, Tony Curtis, Burt Lancaster, Charlton Heston, all that kind of good stuff. So the topic of this video is, what was the last movie that you saw that disappointed you? Now, before I get to mine, which you probably already figured it out because I have it on my thumbnail for this video, but in case you missed it, uh, there's a lot of movies I go see with a lot of times with high expectations. Sometimes the hype gets you all worked up for a movie. And like I said, I'm big into sci-fi, so anything like Aliens or Star Trek, or though I'm not a Star Wars fan though. And I know I'm going to get a lot of slack from that. I'm a Trekkie, I have to admit it. Especially original series, William Shatner and the boys. But nothing's worse than when a movie is hyped and then you come away feeling disappointed. And again, the reverse is also true. Nothing's better than going to a movie with low expectations and then coming out and like, wow, like, what did I just see? But back in the day, movies were much cheaper. So, you could take a girl on a date, go to a movie, movie popcorn, and have dinner or whatever, and it would not break the bank. Now you go to a movie, you got 3D, movies are expensive, snacks are expensive, so you got to be a little bit more careful, what you're going out to see. So, what movie of late did I go see, or that I did see, I should say, because I never got around to seeing it at the movies? So for those of you who missed my thumbnail, there it is. Batman versus Superman: The Dawn of Justice. Now, I don't know the exact summer. I think it was 2 summers ago, summer 2014, that they were advertising this movie and already plugging this movie. And man, the promos looked absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I was like, oh my God, this movie is going to be better than sliced bread. I just can't wait until this movie comes out. Now, as it turned out, when this movie did come out, had a lot going on, I was busy, I couldn't see it in the movies, which is fine because nowadays it ain't like years ago. When you saw a good movie in January, that movie ain't coming on to video for God knows how long. And we're talking video, VHS. We're not talking video, DVD, or Blu-ray. I know I'm aging myself here, but bear with me. But, it took a long time for it to convert. I remember one time seeing Lethal Weapon, and even when the tape came out, the VHS tape, so that to get people to rent it instead of buy it, was like $99. Can you imagine that? $99 for a VHS tape? But anyway, the transition then is much different than now. Now a movie comes out in January, And no matter how good or bad it is, by April it's probably already on DVD or Blu-ray. Maybe sometimes even faster if the movie didn't even do well in the theater. So when this came out in the theater, I really wanted to see it in the theater, but I never got around to seeing it. And because of all the hype, I was all psyched about it. I couldn't wait, wait to see it. So finally, it started coming, showing that it was coming out on video. Now there was the regular version, the ultimate version. So I was gonna buy the ultimate version. Now, where I work, I got a lot of movie people that they confide in me, and right away they know I'm a big movie fan. So I'm like, guys, don't excuse the French, but I don't want to hear any shit about this movie. I want to see it. I don't want to know if it was good. I don't want to know if it was bad. But of course, there's always that one person that leaks out, and then conversations break, and and they were like, oh, oh, this movie sucks, or this movie's great, or whatever. But I kind of got them to keep quiet about this one. This one they knew I really wanted to see because, like I said, it's been brewing for 2 years. So, I got them to keep quiet about this. But so now here we're back to where back to what I was saying. The movie's finally coming out on video. Didn't get a chance to see it, and I was waiting for it to buy the Ultimate Edition. So I don't know. I guess I got antsy. I pulled the trigger, and I couldn't wait. And I think Hulu or somebody was offering the regular version for $19.99. Talk about instant gratification. Download, boom, boom. I could be watching it right now. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna watch. I've spent $20 on crazier shit in the past. I might as well just wing it and and download it. So I downloaded it. Now I really should have did this video when I first watched the movie because it was more fresh on my mind. And I'm not going to go over like all the parts that that I disliked about it. But I downloaded it, I watched it from beginning to end, and I gotta say, I am very disappointed. Now, if you're a person that hasn't seen this movie yet and you're like, don't want to hear anything more about it, I would say maybe I hate to turn you away from a video of mine, but you should maybe just go now and watch something else. And I'm really not because another channel, very very popular channel, put out a they all the sins of that movie, and to be honest, they were very forgiving because there's a lot more that they could have probably went on and on about. I'm going to show you them in a minute, and I guarantee you heard about them because their channel is 6 million strong. And it's funny, this would be the second time I've plugged this channel, and I'm such a small channel plugging a big channel like that. I wish a channel that had 6 million viewers would plug me. I think my growth would be like 10 times overnight. But anyway, just to mention that channel, the name is CinemaSins. And as I zoom in over here, let's use Microsoft's ability to see if that works here. There we go. There, right there. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. Everything wrong with Batman and Superman, Dawn of Justice. I can honestly say that I said it just before, and look, as you can see, it's got almost 2 million views. This movie could have been so much more. It really could have been. Again, I should have made this video when I first saw it, but like stuff like, two people that live in neighboring towns, and you got Clark Kent asking, who is that? Doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is. I mean, really? I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. That there was just so many other things. I mean, also the big build up to a fight that you're an hour into the movie and you're not even really haven't faced each other yet, and and like I said, I could go on and on, but another one too is just by chance. I've seen every Batman movie, I've seen every Superman movie, and I never once remembered them bringing up that what do you call it? That their mother's names were Martha, at the same time. And I've heard Martha for the one name, but I never heard them mention that Batman's mother's name was Martha. Since when, But what I'm trying to get to this video, so also not to make it too long. Well, one is definitely check out CinemaSins. Even if you don't like Batman versus Superman, or if you're not into that, as you can see just from this, let me get out of this mode. If you can see, they do every movie, and I guarantee if you're a movie fan, there's some movie you've seen, I mean, that you like, that I'm sure you could check out and see. Let's get rid of that. So definitely check out their site. So my question to you is, what movie of late that you've seen has left you hanging or left you disappointed? This one is definitely mine. I mean, I've seen many movies. I've had movies in the past where I walked out of the theater. I remember one time seeing. I mean, this is going back there, but when Fifth Element came out with Bruce Willis, I remember being like a half an hour into that, and I walked out of that movie. I remember. But then, but those days you could walk out of movies because it was cheap. Now you walk out of a movie. I don't know about wherever you're listening to my voice from, but in New Jersey, New York, you see a regular movie that's not, you know, that's that's not a matinee, and you're paying $10-15 for the movie, and if it's 3D, you're paying a heck of a lot more. You could easily pay almost close to $40 for 2 tickets to see a 3D movie. So, again, my question: what movie left you hanging? What movie did you walk away and were totally disappointed? And also, don't just name the movie. Why? Say why you were disappointed. What you can state some things, like, say, for instance, I'm looking on here right next to Batman, so I see Kung Fu Panda 3. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda 3. That was the movie that left me hanging. Well, why? What didn't you like about it? So we could generate a discussion, and I'm curious to see what other people's thoughts and feelings are on different movies. I mean, like I said, I've had many movies that I've walked out on. Well, not a lot that I walked down on, but many movies that left me hanging. I can tell you one movie that I went in just to see years ago that I thought, oh, it's going to be probably be an okay movie, and I left like, oh my God, this movie was phenomenal, and that was Forrest Gump. If you've never seen Forrest Gump, definitely take a look at it. I mean, I know these are movies I'm mentioning that are old, that I should be mentioning movies that are newer, but Batman versus Superman, even though technically is a little on the old side already because it's been out, it's something that I have to admit, I didn't care for the movie, and now I see Ben Affleck is going to do. I mean, I got nothing against Ben Affleck being Batman, though. I thought he made a better. I can't think of the other. The other movie that he was a superhero. I thought that was a better. He was better in that. But let me know your thoughts. I'd like to hear both. If you've seen Batman versus Superman, what your thoughts are on that. And if you don't want to discuss that, let's go back to the other topic of what movie left you disappointed after seeing it. Also, if you wanted to throw in there, wherever you come from, what are movies costing in your area? Just like if you ever see when cars are for sale, a car here that's a certain model might be $20,000, but meanwhile in Nebraska it's $16,000. So, what are you guys paying for movies too? So let's have a little bit of a movie talk, a little getting off the topic. But if you've seen any of my other videos, I have brought up movies from time to time, and like I said, I'm a very big movie buff and a movie fan, and I own a lot of movies too. So let's hear what your thoughts are on the topics that I mentioned. So what else? Do I have anything else for you? Let's go back to my channel. So there you have it. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Take care. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Take care.